Shalom, Yahweh Shemi Shabakatar, Yahweh Shemal Ladaba Shemi Shah. I'm a preaching officer of 1,000 Zarak in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. And this is the ISUPK Detroit Sabbath service officially. We're going to go ahead and get started. All right. Just bear with me 1 second. Just make sure everything is right. All right. Majum, which means stand. La Yasha'Allah. Rapana Godam, which means to face the east. Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shema Shemayim, Kudash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakufka, Taba'a, Ratazai, Hayah, Hashah, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashemayim, Natalanawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalatanawa, Kabawatnawa, Kasalatnawa, Kabawapyanawa, Wala'a, Dabya'anawa, Banasana One, Abor, Hawashanawa, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Lakad, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wata'apara, La'awalamya, Aman. Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Catch the power in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushua, Babu Kashah, Nathalanawa, Hakach, Larpa'a, Kal Makala, Wakal Marawa, Hakach, Latahar, Hamatazari, Hakach, Lahakwayam, Hamatnya, Hakach, Arakawa, Hatama'ala, Lagar Shun, Ba'Shem Yahushua, the Wada Aman. Catch the power in the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahushua, Thank you. So be it. Blessings in the Hebrew. Brakatha Yahweh, Yahweh Shah, Wa Mayaka Allah, Wa Alahayim, Matazabya, Alawap Yahana, Ha Alawapyam, Ha Saranyam, Ha Kwarazanyam, Ha Kakayam, Wa Ha Akwapyam, Yahweh, Bashim Yahushah, the water Aman. Blessings in the English. Bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shah, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yahanam, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you. So be it. Bless his. Psalms 121. In the Hebrew, Asha'ah, Ayanya, Al-Hahaya, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Azaya, Ma'an, Yahweh, Ashah, Shemayel, Wa'arataza, Al-Yatam, Lamawat, Ragaka, Al-Yanawam, Shemaka, Hana, La'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashan, Shawamah, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shemaka, Yahweh, Tazaka, Al-Ya, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashemash, La'a Yakaka, Wayarak, Bayayala, Yahweh, Yashemaka, Makara, Yashemar, Apna Pashka, Yahweh, Yashemar, Tazaafka, Wabu Afka, Ma'atha, Wa'ai Awalam. Psalms 121. In the English, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, and nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. Psalms 83. In the Hebrew, Alahayim, Al-Damayalaka, Al-Dakaraj, Wa-Al-Dashikwat, Al-Kaya, Hana, Al-Yabyaka, Yahamayawan, Ra'ash, Al-Aimaka, Ya'iram Yamwa, Sawada, Wayataya Al-Tazwa, Al-Tazapawanyaka, Amara, Lakawa, Onakakina, Magoya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Shamya Sha'ala, Awada, Kaya, Nawal-Tazwa, Labad, Yakabwa, Ayaka, Baryath, Yakarathwa, Alahayim, Arawan, Wayashemar, Alahayim, Mawa'abu, Wahagarim, Gabor, Wa'amawan, Wa'amalak, Palashah, Am Yeshabia, Tazawar, Yam Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarawa, Labaya Lawa, Salah, Shalah, Ashalaham, Gamadian, Kasaya Sara'ah, Gayabian, Banakar, Bayashwan, Nashimabwa, Ba'ayan Dara'ah, Hayawa, Daman, La Adama, Shayatamu, Nanayatmawa, Kaira, Wagaza'abu, Wagazabak, Wagatazar, Mana'ai, Kaunasa Yakamwa, Ashar, Amara, Nayarashah, Lanawaf, Na'awaf, Alahayim, Shayatamu, Kagagula, Kakwach, Laparirawaka, Ka'ach, Taba'ira Ya'ira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Harayam, Kanthar Datma, Basairika, Wabasa, Wapafka, Taba Alam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabahowa, Aya'ai, Wayakapara, Wayabadwa, Wayada'adwa, Kayatha, Shamka, Yahawa, Labadka, Ayawan, Alkaha Rataza. Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation. The name of Yasha'Allah may be no more remembered. They are consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Japheth, at the brook of Kizon, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. make their nobles like Arab, and like Zeb, yea, all their princes as Zebah, and as Zalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O Yahweh, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burning wood, and as the flames set up the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm, and fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded, in trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame, and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. So, Shabi, which means to be seated. We'll go ahead and get started. We come from Genesis, the 48th chapter, in the Hebrew. The book of Genesis, chapter 48, and verse 1, in the Hebrew. Wayahaya, Akraya, Hadabarim, Wahala, Yamar, La Yawasa, Hana, Abyak, Kala, Wayakuka, Af, Shanya, Banyawa, Amawa, Af, Manasha, Wa'af, Aparayo, verse 2. Wayagada, La Yaikwa, Wayamar, Hana, Banak, Yawasap, Ba'a, Alayak, Wayath Kazak, Yasha Allah, Wayasha Al, Hamatah, verse 3. Wayamar, Yaikwa, Al, Yawasap, Al, Shadaya, Naraya, Alaya, Balawazah, Ba'aratazah, Kanayan, Waya Barak, Waya Barak, Adya, verse 4. Waya Mar, Alya, Hanaya, Mapariak, Waharabayathak, Wanata Tayak, Lakwa'al, Amyam, Wanata Taya, Ha'arataza, Hazayath, Lazarayak, Akarayak, Akzayath, Iwalam, verse 5. Wa'atha, Shanya, Bunyawak, Hana, Waladium, Laka, Ba'arataza, Matazarayo, Baya, Alayak, Matazarium, Laya, Hama, Apariah, Wamanashah, Kara'ah, Waban, Washemayawan, Yahayawa, Layah, verse 6. Wamawaladathiak, Ashar, Hawaladath, Akrahayim, Lakah, Yahayawa, Shem, Akyaham, Yakrawa'ah, Banakalatham, verse 7. Wa'anya, Baba Ayah, Mapadan, Matha, Alaya, Rakal, Ba'arataza, Kanayan, Badrayak, Ba'awad, Kabara, Arataza, Labah, Aparatha, Wakrabara, Shem, Badarak, Apara, Hawa'ah, Bayath, Lakam. That's up to verse 8 in the Hebrew. We'll go ahead and get it in the English. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 48, and verse 1 in the English. And it came to pass after these things that one told Joseph, Behold, thy father is sick. And he took with him his 2 sons, Manasseh and Ephraim. Verse 2. And one told Jacob and said, Behold, thy son Joseph cometh unto thee. And Israel strengthened himself and sat upon the bed. Verse 3. And Jacob said unto Joseph, God Almighty appeared unto me at Luz in the land of Canaan, and blessed me. Verse 4. And said unto me, Behold, I will make thee fruitful and multiply thee, and I will make of thee a multitude of people, and will give this land to thy seed after thee for an everlasting possession. All right, so basically right here, Israel, who was Jacob, you know what I'm saying, he was explaining to his son Joseph at the time how he had got blessed by the Most High. And how the Lord told him that, you know, his seed is going to be able, you know, have possessions of land, you know, and be everlasting, meaning it's going to be forever. It's going to be yours. Nobody be able to take it from you. You know, he going to make out of my 12 sons, out of his 12 sons, Jacob 12 sons, the Lord was going to make a plentiful nation out of them. All right. Verse 5. And now thy 2 sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, which were born unto thee in the land of Egypt, before I came unto thee into Egypt, are mine, as Reuben and Simeon, they shall be mine. Verse 6. And thy issue, which thou begettest after them shall be thine, and shall be called after the name of their brethren in their inheritance. So right here is where Ephraim and Manasseh get added in to the inheritance. All right. Ephraim and Manasseh, if you look at the 12 tribe chart, they are the part of the 12 tribes. All right. Manasseh is what you call today in modern times the so-called Cubans. Ephraim today is what you call the so-called Puerto Ricans. All right. And they were actually the sons of Joseph. And they are getting added in unto the blessing. Verse 7. And as for me, when I came from Padan, Rachel died by me in the land of Canaan in the way, when yet there was but a little way to come into Ephrath. And I buried her there in the way of Ephrath, the same as Bethlehem. All right, and that's all the way up to 8. We're going to get 7 more verses. Get prepared for camp. Give me 1 second. All right. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 48, verse 8 in the Hebrew. Wayra Yasha'ala Af Banya Yawasa Wayamar Maya Allah, verse 9. Wayamar Yawasa Al Abyawa Banya Ham Ashar Nathan Laya Alahayim Bazar Wayamar Quakam Na'a Alya Rabrakam, verse 10. Wayanya Yasha'ala Kabadwa Mazakwan La'a Yawakala Lara Awa Wayagaash Atham Alayawa Wayashakwa Lakam Waya Kabakwa Laham, verse 11. Wayamar Yasha'ala Al Yawasa Ra'a Punyak La'a Palalatya Wahad Naha Hara'a Adya Alahayim Gam Af Zarayak, verse 12. Wayawa Taza'a Yawasa Atham Ma'ai Barak Yawa Wayasha kuwa la'apayawa arataza. Verse 13. Wayakuka yawasa Shan Yaham Aparium Bayam Yanwa Mashamala Yasha Allah Wa'a Manasha Bashamalawa Mayan Yasha Allah Wayagasha Al Yawa. Verse 14. Wayashalak Yasha Allah Yam Yanwa Wayasha Ra'ash Aparayim Wahawa Hatazaya Wa'a Shamalawa Ra'ash Manasha Shakar Yad Yawa Kaya Manasha Habakwa. And that's up to verse 15 in the Hebrew. We're going to go ahead and get it in the English. And Israel beheld Joseph's son and said, Who are these? Verse 9. And Joseph said unto his father, They are my sons, whom God hath given me in this place. And he said, Bring them, I pray thee, unto me, and I will bless them. Verse 10. Now the eyes of Israel were dim for age, so that he could not see. He brought them near unto him, and kissed them, and embraced them. Verse 11. And Israel said unto Joseph, I had not thought to see thy face, and lo, God hath showed me also thy seed. Verse 12. And Joseph brought them out from between his knees, and he bowed himself with his face to the earth. Verse 13. And Joseph took them both, Ephraim in his right hand toward Israel's left hand, and Manasseh in his left hand towards Israel's right hand, and brought them near unto him. Verse 14. And Israel stretched out his right hand and laid it upon Ephraim's head, who was the younger, and his left hand upon Manasseh's head, guiding his hands wittingly, for Manasseh was the firstborn. All right, and that's up to 15. We'll go ahead and resume for next week. I'm gonna go ahead and start to close out the Sabbath service. Imagine. La Yasha'ala. I'm going to salute the strong. Yahweh Shemiah Shabrak Yah. Go ahead. Upon I go down, which means to face the east. Lord's Prayer in Hebrew, Abanawa, Shabbat Shemaiah, Kodash, Hayat, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakaka, Taba'ah, Zayaka, Asha, Ma'arataza, Kawa, Hayat, Mashemaiah, Nathalanawa, Lakan, Kab, Yawam, Wasalakanawa, Kabawapnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawapinawa, Wala'ah, Tabi'anawa, Manasanawan, Abor, Awashanawa, Ayam, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Malakwa, Waha'ala, Watapurah, Na'awalamya, Aman. Lord's Prayer in English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, forgive us of our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. God's power. In the Hebrew, Yahweh, by Shemiah Shah, Babu Kushah, Nathananaw, Hakach, Lafa'ah, Kalmakala, Ukamalawat, Hakach, Latahar, Matazarium, Hakach, Lahakwayam, Amathium, Hakach, Arakawat, Hatama'ala, the God Shun, by Shemiah Shah, the Wat Aman. God's the power in the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you, so be it. Blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh, Yahweh Shah, wa ma'ika'ala, wa alahayam, matazabya, alawab yahana, ha-alawabyam, ha-saranyam, ha-kwadazamyam, ha-kakayam, wa akwabyam, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, the Wat Aman. Blessings for the Hebrew and the English. Bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shah, and Michael, and the angels, man and general Yahana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you, so be it. Psalms 121, in the Hebrew, Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahahaya, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Azariah, Ma'an, Yahweh, Ashah, Shemaiah, Warataza, Ayatan, Namawat, Regaka, Ayanawam, Shemaka, Hana, La'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashun, Shawama, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shemaka, Yahweh, Tazaka, Ayad, Yamyanka, Yawama, Hashemash, La'ayakaka, Wayarak, Wayaya, Yahweh, Yashemaka, Makara, Yashema, Atnapashka, Yahweh, Yashema, Taza'afka, Wabu'afka, Ma'ata, Wa'ayalalam. Psalm 121. In the English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh thy keeper. Yahweh thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, this time forth, and even forevermore. Psalms 83. In the Hebrew, Alahayim, Al-Damayalaka, Al-Dakaraj, Wa-Al-Tashikwat, Al-Kaya, Hana, Al-Yabika, Yahamayon, Ra'ash, Al-Aimika, Ya'arim Yumwa, Sawadah, Wayataya Al-Tazwa, Al-Tazwa Pawanyika, Amaru, Lakawa, on the Kakim, Magoya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Shem Yasha'awa, Nawada, Kaya, Nawatazu, Walaba, Yakabwa, Ayaka, Barya, Yakaratwa, Alahaya, Arawan, Wayashima, Alahaya, Mawa'aba, Wahagarim, Gabar, Wa'amawan, Wa'amalak, Palasha, Amyashabia, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, Aiman, Hayawa, Zarawa, Labanya Lawa, Selah, Asha, Laham, Kamadia, Kasaya Sara'a, Kiyabia, Banakor, Wayashwan, Nashamadwa, Bayan Nara'a, Hayawa, Daman, La Adama, Shayatama, Nadayatmawa, Kaira, Wakaza Abba, Wakaza Bak, Wakatazor, Mana'ai, Kalnasi Yakama, Ashar, Amara, Narasha, Lanawa, Af, Na'awa, Alahaya, Shayathamwa, Kagagala, Kakwash, Lapanya Ka'ash, Taba'ari Ya'ira, Wakalahaba, Talaha, Haryam, Kanthur Dakma, Basairika, Wabasa, Wapaska, Tabahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Wayabakwasha, Shamka, Yahala, Yabasha, Wayabahola, Adya'ai, Wayakapora, Wayabagwa, Wayada'adwa, Kayatha, Shamka, Yahala, Labatka, Ayawan, Alkahar Rataza. Psalms 83 in the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head, and taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy enemies. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasha'Allah may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. But sure also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Selah, do unto them, as unto the Midianites, as unto Sisera, as to Jacob, at the brook of Kizon, which perished at Endor, they became as dung for the earth, make their nobles like a red, and like Zeb, yea, all the princes at Zeba, and as Zalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession, or Yahweh make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, and as the fire burning wood, and as the flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, make them afraid with thy storm, and fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Yahweh. Let them be confounded, in trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame, and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. So, go ahead and close it out. Majim Shabbat, Majim, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat, Gajimata, dismissed.